following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Help me turn on some sound. Oh, there we go. Good afternoon, or should I say good late evening, folks. We're hitting the 9:30 hour here in NetSN in Shelbyville after an awesome girls game here, which the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville lose it. And their season comes to an end, but a great job here by the Wolves with Lady Wolves of St. Augustine. I'll tell you what, that was a good win for them and a great job for their program. They started building that up there last year. I knew they were going to be pretty good, and coming in here again this year, especially with the coach that they have, and with a big win like that, that's going to be big momentum for them going into the playoffs. And we'll see if we can't get a coverage of the Lady Wolves once or twice here into the playoffs if we have that opportunity. All right, so here's what's at stake here on the guys' side of the action here tonight. Coming in here tonight, the Shelbyville Dragons, number 4 into the state in Class 2A. They are 11-0 in the district. Right behind them are the Shelbyville or the St. Augustine Wolves. They are 9-1 in the district. So what happens here tonight is the Wolves can get the win here tonight. They'll keep the Dragons from winning that district title, and they'll put a mark into the district marks of the Shelbyville Dragons. So that's what the Wolves are looking to do here tonight. On the intro right now, we'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
At 4, the 6'3" sophomore, number 1, Deadrian Renfro. At 4, the 6'2" senior, number 0, Clifton. Wrestling the Wolves. The Wolves are coached tonight by Kadarius Brooks, Tory Barnes, head coach Mike Randall.
So Coach Randall Scott, he's got Clifton, he's got Adrian Renfro, Cartwright, Michael Renfro, and Dupree on the floor. Here come the Dragons.
At 4, the 5'10" sophomore, number 5, Dallas Murray. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Tanner Doggett. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 3, John Mathis. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Jadavian Mathis. Rounding out the starter lineup for the Dragons. At guard, 5'11" senior, number 11, DJ Barnes, and the rest of your Dragons. The Dragons are assisted by D. Osby, Jared Wallace, and the head coach is Colton Reagan.
All righty, ready to go here for a great basketball game here tonight. And I want to say congratulations really quickly here to number 11 right there. That's DJ Barnes. He was named into the, what they call it, the Pollard Poll. I think that's what they call it. As first team All-State as a quarterback there in Class 2A. So congratulations, DJ. That's a great honor right there. All right, here we go. Let's play some basketball. Now, I know the St. Augustine Wolves are a great basketball team. They just did not have a good second half against the Dragons in that game in their house. So I don't think that they're going to have that bad of a game like they did before. They've really been coming along here. Coach Randall's got them rocking and rolling, and I think they're ready to play here. They're going to be ready to go, and the Dragons better be ready for a full-fledged up and down the floor, because that's the way the Wolves like to play. Here we go. Play some basketball here in Shelbyville, live from the Dragons' lair on NetSN. I like that scoreboard with I thought that'd be pretty neat. You know, I hear a lot of talk about the zip code there in SA, and they call it DeVille here in Shelbyville, so why not have some fun with it, right? Here we go. St. Augustine basketball to start off. And Cartwright has it across the line here. Here we go. Underway. 3 ball off the mark here. Long rebound comes out by Dallas Murray. And they'll give it up here to Barnes, and DJ will bring it across the line now for the Dragons. Barnes finds Tanner Doggett here. The only thing about this Shelbyville basketball, they like to slow it down here, like to get out here in kind of this fourth corner thing, trying to mismatch, see if they can get DJ or John or Geechee in the lane like that one there, but it doesn't go. Back up the floor now, come to the Wolves, pushing the action. That was Renfro. Renfro can't get it to go, but the Adrian Renfro gets it to go. And it's a quick 2-0 lead here for the Wolves over the Dragons. And now Geechee, basketball out on top. Coming up here by Dupree, trying to go around into the left side of the lane. Gets the defense up in the air, still trying to work there against Clifton, and takes it in and scores. Ties it up. Taking her time, bringing it across the timeline are the Wolves. Send it up over here to the left side, Dupree. Now back over to the right side. Nice drive there by Clifton. You're going to call it for a walk. Turnover by the Wolves. Dragon basketball. 6:33 to go here into the first quarter. Barnes on to the inbound. And they'll bring it up for it. He gets the double team. Send it back over here to Geechee. Geechee back to DJ. And Barnes will set it up here for the Dragons over to the left side. Barnes, nice little dish there to Geechee. Down to Doggett. Doggett, baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Murray with the rebound, back out. Geechee in the lane, kicking it here to Dolly Murray. Dolly Murray for three in the corner, can't get it to go. John trying to run it down, out of bounds. Wolves basketball. So the Wolves will get it on the inbound here. Renfro bringing it up the floor here. He'll drop it up ahead here to Dupree. Dupree working along the left side, kicking it back over to the right. Bounce pass. Oh, beautiful bounce pass by Cartwright. Oh, it doesn't go. That was a beautiful pass to Renfro. It just didn't go. Back up the floor now. Here come the Dragons as John going to push it up along the left side of the baseline. And we're going to get a foul there. That's going to be on Cartwright. So John going to the line here for the Dragons. .5:44 to go, trying to break the tie. John at the line. Oh, off the front of the rim. That's not something you see very often, is one of the Mathis brothers missing at the line. So John going to check himself, get right back in there, and see if he can knock down the back half. And he does. So now Wolves basketball, push up over to the far side. Love these great uniforms. A little hard to see some of those numbers here. But that is Renfro with it right here. Kick it back over to the far side. Down in the corner. Cartwright trying to drive through. Oh, nice dish. And I think Murray got a hand on that one. And they're going to say it is off of Clifton. Out of bounds to the Dragons on the inbound here. Geechee will have it. He'll get it to DJ. DJ. Back to Geechee. Back to DJ. They bring it across the timeline here. And the Dragons. And their style of game here, getting down to 5:10 to go here in the first quarter. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Find your spot. Find your mismatch. Find what you're looking for. Barnes back here to the near side. Working here against Renfro. Barnes trying to take him on the dribble. Barnes throwing it back across. Doggett in the corner. Fourth hurry off the side of the iron. Will not go. Mathis knocks it into the hands. John into the hands of Geechee. Geechee going to have it here, and he'll set it right back up here. The Dragons are good job here by the Dragons. Keep possession. Ball's on the ground. Picked up here by Renfro. Renfro to the rack and score. Michael Renfro picks up the loose ball, takes it in and scores. .4-3 now. The 1 point lead are the Wolves. 4:20 to go here into the first quarter. Geechee back to Barnes, and Barnes will bring it across the line over to the left side. Barnes looking out on top out of here against Cartwright. Barnes in the lane, spin move. Nice job there, Barnes puts up the floater. Oh, it won't roll off the top of the glass all the way out. Doggett kicks it back over here to Geechee, and the Dragons keep possession as they get into 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Geechee going to try to take Cartwright on. Oh, that's an offensive foul there. Geechee goes in there just a little too strong. He got in there, kind of lost his bounce a little bit. When he did, he pushed that hand out. That's the reason for the foul. So Geechee picks up his first foul. On the inbound finds Dupree. Dupree going to bring it across the line here for the Wolves. Send it back over to the far side. Renfro working at the rack and score. Renfro takes it in and score. 3.5 to go here. Dragon basketball. Barnes. And send over here to Mathis. Mathis back to Barnes. Down in the corner here, Doggett driving the baseline. Baseline back to Murray. Murray thrown across, stolen away by Dupree. Dupree going to get called for the walk, bringing it back up the floor. Oh, he tried to pass the ball there. He took that little step there as he was passing and ends up walking with it. Turns it back over. Break for the Dragons as they trail at 6-3 right now. And Geechee trying to get it in. It finally does get it in here to Barnes. And Barnes will bring it across the timeline now for the Dragons. Barnes taking it to the left side, trying to take it all the way down. Up underneath, he's going to be fouled on the way in. And he'll go to the line as he gets it underneath the basket there. But DJ Barnes with a chance. Cut into this 3-point lead. So as Barnes stands in here with 3:01 to play here into the first quarter, DJ up and good. So second one on the way here for Barnes. He knocks them both down. Makes it a 1-point ball game. Dupree onto the inbound. Brings it up the floor here. Oh, Geechee gets in there, steals that one away. Geechee, Barnes, 2-on-1 basketball, back to Geechee. Geechee has to throw back. They got a little bit of loose there. 3-ball on the way, won't go there from John. Rebound comes out by Renfro, and the Dragons just kind of got a little discombobulated after making that steal. Renfro gets up the floor. There's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. So that'll be Renfro. May go to the line there. Nope. Out of bounds play. They're going to say that one was on John. John going to get that foul there as Renfro there getting ready to bring it in. Renfro on the long inbound gets it in here to Clifton. Clifton back out underneath Dupree. Oh, nice job there by Renfro backing him down and scoring. 2:22 to go. And Barnes to Geechee. And across the line comes Mathis. Okay, gets the double team. Mathis down the lane, gets it knocked away, and the Wolves come out of here with it. Goes out the floor is Clifton. Clifton down the corner. Murray gets a hand on, knocks it away into the hands there. Renfro scores for the Wolves, and that's going to cause a timeout by Coach Wager with 2 minutes to go into the first quarter. It's a timeout by Shelbyville. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on a NetSN.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
All righty, folks, we're back here, ready to go after the timeout. Barnes be ready to bring it in here and find Geechee Mathis with 2 minutes to play here into the first quarter, and the Dragons trail by 5. Wolves doing an excellent job here in this first quarter. Across the line comes Mathis. Here to the right side, gonna have Clifton on. Back to the middle, kicking it back out here to Murray. Murray throwing it back out. Mathis out on top. And a minute and a half to go here in the quarter. Screen from Murray. Down here to Doggett. Tanner going to throw it back across. Geechee gets him in the air. Geechee's trying to drive high off the glass. Can't get his go, but Barnes right there for the rebound and the putback. Nice job. Dragons, right spot there to make it a 3-point ball game. 1:15 to go. Here come the Wolves back up the floor. It will be Dupree across the timeline now for St. Augustine. And we're going to get a foul away from the basketball against St. Augustine. That is only their third team foul here with a minute to go. Checking into the ball game. Renfro check it out. Barnes check it in. Michael Renfro check it out. Sorry, DeAdrian Renfro checking out. Dragon basketball, so we get about a minute to go here. Geechee bringing it across the timeline. No pressure this time. Across the timeline, about a minute to go. Barnes will get the ball back here. Working against Clifton. Doggett to the left side. Murray out on top. 51 seconds to go. Over here to Barnes on the right side. DJ goes around the defense. Kick it out. Doggett thought about the three. Gets the defense in the air. Throws it back out. John for three. Cannot get it to go. Rolls in and out. Geechee trying to steal it away. Him and Clifton, nice job on the. Nice job, Cartwright, stealing it back for the Wolves. They give it up to Clifton now. The Wolves have it right back here with a chance to increase this 3-point lead. 20 seconds to go, maybe one shot here. Clifton kicking it back out here to Williams, number 23 in the ball game for Coach Randall. Williams drop it off down here in the corner. 3 ball from Clifton, can't get it to go. Rebound by Barnes. And the Dragons have an opportunity here, still a few seconds. 2 seconds to go. Barnes, 3 ball on the way, will not go. And it will be a 3-point lead for the St. Augustine Wolves. They'll lead it. Score 10-7 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back on NetSN.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
All righty, we're back here, ready to go to the second quarter. Dragon basketball, they trail by 3 here to the St. Augustine Wolves. Big district matchup, still a few more district games, but the Lady Wolves of St. Augustine will take care of business here tonight. And they will be headed to the playoffs as those 4 teams are set there in districts, ready to go. Here we go for the second quarter, and it's Geechee trying to drive along the way. Down along Doggett for 3 in the corner, knocking it down to tie it up. Tanner Doggett for 3. Spitting dragon fire down here in the corner in the Dragon's lair. Up ahead, nice drive here. Quick up the floor here for the Wolves. Can't get it to go though, as Doggett runs down the rebound. Gets it up ahead here to Geechee Mathis. Geechee to the left side of the lane. Nice, easy, rolls off the rim. And Clifton comes up with it. Back on the floor now comes Cartwright. Cartwright bringing it up, kick it over here now to Williams. Williams dropping it back out. John knocks it away, gets it in the hands here. Tanner Doggett comes. Geechee along the left side. Geechee in the lane. Geechee with a nice move in the lane and scored. Dragons go back up by 2. Clifton with the pass up ahead. Kicking it back out now to Cartwright. Cartwright working against John out on top. Cartwright kicking it back over here to Porter Jr., number 2, is in the ball game. Underneath, oh man. Ball got away from Clifton underneath there. And they're gonna say it was off of Clifton. Oh, it should be St. Augustine basketball. I think it stays St. Augustine ball. Dupree gonna come back into the ball game as well as DeAdrian Renfro back in. On the inbound, they find Porter Jr. Porter gonna throw up the 3, can't get it to go. Bounce around, ends up into the hands here of Porter. He still can't get it to go. Rebound coming out. by Renfro, and Renfro ties the ball game at 12. Back up the floor now comes DJ Barnes. Barnes is going to push up the floor here for the Dragons. As the Dragons looking to get the district title here tonight with a win. Double team there. DJ gets some help here from Dallas Murray. Going to get the pass, take it up ahead, can't score. John with the rebound, has it knocked away. Picks up the loose ball. Knocked away once again. John can't come up with it. Ball still loose into the backcourt. Barnes going to come out with it. DJ with it. DJ 2-on-1 basketball. DJ right side of the rack and score. A lot of furious action with the ball all over the floor there, but DJ comes out of it, gets a 2-point lead here for the Dragons. 5:42 to play here in the first half. 3 ball from Clifton. Will not go. Rebound. Geechee Mathis. Geechee coming up the floor with it. Here come the Dragons trying to increase the lead. Geechee in the lane, inside the free throw line. Pulls up his dribble, kicking it back out. John for 3, left wing. Can't get it to go. Same team there. And it comes out there for San Augustine, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor, and I think it's a good catch-your-breath timeout with 5:17 to go. It is 14-12. The Dragons have the lead. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
Alrighty, folks, back here after the timeout. Here we go. Dragons, Wolves basketball. Nice move in the lane. The hoop and the arm for Cartwright. He's going to get the bucket, and he'll get the foul. Out of tied up, and a chance now to take the lead here for the Wolves. That's Cartwright with a nice move. Takes it right in and gets it to go in. He draws the contact. Knocking it down at the line. 1-point lead for the Wolves. Dragons have the basketball. Geechee Mathis going to bring it up across the timeline. So Mathis and Barnes out here on the right and left side. Geechee drive down here, top of the key. And in the lane, gets double teamed. Nice job there on the Wolves defense. Finding John. John in the lane, puts up the flutter, won't go, but he's fouled, and he'll head to the line. Not as many fouls called in this game so far here as there was in the girls' game. The girls got themselves in trouble in that first half there. And this one is going to be John going to the line here. That's the first one on the Adrian Renfro for the Wolves. And puts John at the line to try to tie it and maybe take the lead. Coach Randall having a chat here with the ref and Mr. Williams about rules of the game. And Coach Randall seems to be satisfied with what the ref is calling here. Coach Randall's calm, cool, collected guy. Oh, the second one won't go for John. Here come the Wolves back up the floor. Dupree here on the left wing, trying to drop it off up underneath, and a nice job there by Renfro. He had to go climb up there and get that one and pull it down, and he gets the bucket in the lane. Nice job. Back across the line comes Geechee. Geechee, 3 ball from the right wing, won't go. Rebound comes out here by Renfro. He'll drop it off ahead here to Williams. Williams throwing it up ahead here. Nope, that's got to be a charge. Michael Renfro going to pick up the charge. That's a good call. That's a good call by the ref. So he leaned down into it a little bit, got an arm in there, so he called him on the charge. First one there on Renfro. 4 minutes ago, only the second foul of the quarter here by the Wolves. One team foul here by the Dragons. Barnes almost has his pocket picked. He'll save it though. Barnes working over here to the right side. He's working against Dupree. Dog it for a 3 out on top. That one somebody might have got a finger on that one. I think Dupree might have got a finger on that one. They're calling an air ball, but I think Dupree got a finger on that one, just enough. But it's always fun to yell air ball at somebody, though, isn't it? Cartwright on the inbound with 3:40 to play here into the first half. And a nice back-and-forth game here all the way through. Nice job. John going to come out there with the steal. He'll push the action up here. Kind of up ahead here. 3-on-4 basketball. Back out. Geechee in the lane. Oh, my goodness. Geechee Mathis with the bucket, and it goes down the hoop and the harm. Wow. Geechee throws it up, and it goes down. And he's able to draw the contact there. Michael Renfro and Geechee go to the line for a 3-point play, try to give the Dragons a 1-point lead with 3:25 to play in the half. First one up, rattles in and out. Oh, watch it, yeah. John got to pick up that foul there. Got a little hands to the face there on Clifton. It was definitely not something he meant to do, and him and Clifton realized it was incidental contact, which is good. And it's a foul on Geechee. That's his second. So the Wolves will get it back with 3:23 to go. End of the half. Clifton gets it across. Cartwright gets it across the line. Now he'll get it back. Kick it down here in the corner to Williams. Williams, bounce pass underneath. There's a Renfro. Renfro throws it back out. 3 ball on the way, won't go. Geechee Mathis with the rebound. Here comes the Wolves. On defense, Dragons pushing the action. Doggett for 3 in the corner. Can't get it. Rebound by Williams. And the Wolves back up the floor. Cartwright pushing it up. Cartwright in the lane. Cartwright gets the floater. Nice play there by Cartwright. A 2-point lead now for the Wolves as Barnes brings it back up. 2:40 to play in the half. DJ Barnes trying to take him on a dribble over to the left side. He's got to draw a little contact and get a cheap foul. This ref ain't called a foul in a while. I guess he just wanted to be pertinent or something. That was the cheapest foul I've seen all night long. 2:34 to go. First one on Dupree. Inbound here to Barnes, and he'll track it down. And DJ will bring it back across into the front court. Here we go. Geechee working here against Dupree. Geechee can't get it to go, and he's going to draw the contact, though. And Coach Randall not quite happy with that. But it is a foul, and that's going to put Geechee at the line for the Dragons to try to tie this thing up here, knocking down a couple. Second one, back-to-back fouls there on Dupree with 2:18 to go. Geechee up and good. Shooting 2, yeah. The shot didn't go, so yeah, he's shooting 2. So Dupree checks out after picking up back-to-back fouls. And Geechee trying to tie it. And Wolves basketball. As they'll bring it up the floor here. Porter. Out here at the half-court line. Send it back across at the free throw line. That's Porter. Williams for 3. Can't get it to go. Doggett there for the rebound. They'll give it up here to Geechee. And we get to 2 minutes to go. Geechee will slow it down here with Wager right there in his ear, bringing it across the timeline. So Geechee now finding Barnes here to the right side. DJ trying to turn the corner here. On the baseline, kicking it back out. Murray thought about the 3 out on top. Back down the corner. John for 3. Cannot get it to go. Rebound comes out by the Wolves. And back on the floor now comes St. Augustine. The Wolves. Cartwright bringing it right back out here. Cartwright working against John. Minute 20 to play here into the half. Tied at 19. Up underneath. Oh, good job getting it underneath to Renfro, but he loses the handle on the basketball. Gotta say out of bounds onto the Dragons, so San Augustine will keep possession. So 1:14 to go here. Tied at 19. On the inbound, find Williams. Williams. Send it back out here to Clifton. Clifton, left wing, working against Murray. Taking it up off the glass, can't get it to go. Clifton gets his own rebound. Murray gets a piece of it, knocks it away. Barnes comes out of there with it. Here come the Dragons. Barnes, right side lane, puts up the shot. It won't go, but he's fouled. You gotta say on the floor with 52.75. Barnes shooting 2. First foul on Porter Jr. as that puts DJ at the line for the Dragons. Shooting a couple here, trying to break the tie. DJ gets it to roll home off the front of the rim. Second one, good. Back to a 2-point lead here for the Dragons. Wolves basketball. Bringing it up the floor now. Cartwright across the timeline. Send it back over to the far side. They'll get it down there. And John knocks it away, but it stays San Augustine ball there on the far side. So on the inbound, here comes Wolves basketball. They get it into Clifton. Clifton back to Cartwright. Cartwright working over here to the left. Down in the corner to Williams. Williams trying to work the baseline. Double team there by the Mathis brothers. All the way back out. Doggett makes the steal. Doggett back to Barnes. Barnes has it knocked away. Great steal. Oh, that was a great steal there by Clifton. But as he was trying to pull it away, he steps on the line and it's turned over back to the Dragons. Great job by Clifton to get back. Long inbound, finds Geechee. 26 seconds to go. This is usually where the coach will tell him to step it out here. Let's get one shot before the end of the quarter. So 16 seconds. We're going to get down to about 8 seconds before Geechee will finally start to move here. Down to 10, 9. There's 8 seconds. There he goes. Geechee. Right at the free throw line. Geechee to the left side. Gets a quick double team. 2 seconds. Got to get a shot. Won't get one off. And that's the way it will end with the Dragons up 21-19 at the end of the first half. Good first half here by both teams. Doesn't look like you got any real big foul trouble going on by both sides. And a good call game out here by both teams so far. So a good second half on the way. Should be ready to go for that, folks. We'll be back for that coming up here on Annette SN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Aurora Concepts, Primary Care Center, and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods. One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in the center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here. It is halftime of a big, important basketball game going on here tonight as we have the Shelbyville Dragons and the San Augustine Wolves. And the San Augustine Wolves are sitting right behind the Shelbyville Dragons here in the standings. And the Dragons are trying to stay undefeated here as they are 11-0 coming in, 9-1 on the season right now for the San Augustine Wolves coming in here tonight. So a win here by the Wolves still gives them an opportunity here, but with the Dragons having a few more games left and the Wolves as well. But this is a big one here tonight for the Wolves. If the Wolves can win this one here tonight and get themselves in there and make it really hard for the Dragons to get that district title. But the Dragons trying to win it here tonight to get that district title. If you missed the game earlier, you missed one heck of a gals game here earlier, folks. I tell you what, that was a good basketball game right there. Now, Lady Wolves of St. Augustine were able to come get that victory and get that spot there into the playoffs. So congratulations to Coach Cloudy and the St. Augustine Lady Wolves on a great game as they will be headed to the playoffs, which will start next week. All right, we got a few minutes left here before we get to the start of the second half of this one. Right now, it is a 21-19 lead here for the Shelbyville Dragons on a great game here at the Dragons Lair on a net SN.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
All right, let's get ready to go here for the second half. And you know what? I go back and I read some things here, and I don't care. But, you know, as my grandmama always used to say, you know, people will complain if you hung them with a new rope. All right, so here we go. Let's go down to the, here we go. Up underneath there is St. Augustine basketball. They'll have it to start off with the Wolves trying to get a three off the bat. And Barnes comes down with the rebound. Throws it up ahead here to Mathis. Mathis takes it to rack. Can't get it, but Tanner Doggett right there for the rebound and to put back in the Wolves. Get it back here, trying to get back in as they now trail by 4. Push up here is Renfro. Down up underneath. Kicking it back out. Renfro down in the corner. All the way up under. It's going to be a foul there. That's Clifton trying to take it in strong. He's going to pick up the foul. And that one looks like it may be on Murray. That'll be his first. And that's going to put Clifton at the line here for the Wolves. Off the rim there in the first one. Second one on the way. Oh, and what I like to call a toilet bowling at home. That's exactly what happened right there. So here we go as Barnes will bring it back up the floor now for the Dragons. Barnes, oh! He's going to take a slip down there at the free throw line and going to get called for the walk. So we'll dry up the floor there. As both teams immediately jump into the, hey, we need some towels out here to prevent any injuries here. Good job, both teams. All righty, so now it looks like we'll get a little bit of the precipitation. A little bit of that precipitation down there picked up. And the Wolves will get it back here as we get a minute gone in the third. And it's a 23-20 ball game as the Dragons have the lead. Dupree with the basketball. Kick it down in the corner. All the way back out. Back down in the corner once again. Renfro throws it over. Oh, almost a steal by Geechee. And it's Cartwright. Keeping it up here, throws it back out to Dupree. Oh, nice dime. That was a great pass underneath there to Clifton. That was a great play there by the Wolves. That's a great dime right there. Taking the time, bringing it up the floor here is Mathis. He'll come across the timeline for the Dragons. 6:20 to play here into the third. Geechee trying to take him on the dribble. Cartwright right there. Kicking it out here to Doggett. Doggett trying to drive along the base of the free throw line. Back to John. Beautiful bounce pass to Murray. Murray back out here. Tanner Doggett for 3. Can't get it to go. John knocked it away, but saves it into the hands here of the Wolves. Here comes St. Augustine. They got numbers. Push it up here. Nice drive. Beautiful job there by Renfro. He takes it right into the rack and scored. Back up go the Wolves. They've had to lead a few times here tonight. And they're up now as DJ has the basketball over to the far side. 24-23, 5:39 to play here in the third. Barnes onto the right wing. Slipping once again. That's the same spot. Same spot. Maybe a few feet away this time. But about the same spot where he went down the last time he was on that end of the floor. So they're going to keep trying to drive that up over there. If everybody going to be okay, we definitely don't need to see anybody slipping down there and getting an injury. So it'll be St. Augustine basketball now. As they'll have it here. And here come the Wolves back up across the timeline now with a 1-point lead. Send it back across. Oh, nice job here by the Wolves. Jumper here. Is that Dupree? It looks like that is Dupree. Biggest lead of the ball game here for the Wolves, 3 points. It's been a 1 point here and a 1 point there so far, folks, but both teams. But Barnes has to go right at the line. DJ, double team, dog it for 3. Cannot get it to go. Another rebound here by the Wolves. And now Renfro, Michael Renfro bringing it back up across the timeline now for St. Augustine. Bounce pass up ahead at the free throw line. In there at the lane. And a nice play here for Renfro as he knocks it down here for the Wolves. To take a 5-point lead here for St. Augustine. Geechee over to the right side. Geechee spin move in the lane, throws it back out. Tanner thought about the 3. Murray back over to Geechee. Geechee. 4:20 in the third. Geechee left side of the lane. Geechee puts up the shot, won't go, rolls off. Rebound comes out by Michael Renfro. Renfro going to hold on to it now. Throws it up ahead. Finds Clifton. Clifton right to the rack. Clifton. Oh, and it rolls off the side of Renfro. Clifton. Back up the floor now comes Geechee Mathis. Mathis pulls up his dribble here. Going to hold it up here. Try to settle it down. Both teams in a little bit of run here last minute or two. Geechee. Good reach in there by the Wolves. Geechee holding on to the basketball. They're slipping out there. Geechee, he's on the floor. Going to get a timeout by Coach Wager as that same spot right there on the floor is knocking the Dragons down. I don't know why. So 3:46 on the clock here in the third. 28-23, St. Augustine with the lead. We'll be right back here on Net SN.
If elegance is on your shopping list, then the place to go is Lasting Impressions. You find them between Tenhaw Highway and Highway 96 on Foster Street. Bath and body for him and her, jewelry, and the very finest in home decor. Perfect for showers, perfect for yourself, because you deserve the best. The team at Lasting Impressions backs the Dragons and Lady Dragons. These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Lasting Impressions, because you deserve the best. Dr. Deborah Worsham, the local and professional touch. Rancho Grande and Timpson, Shelby County's destination for special events. And First National Bank, a tradition you can trust. These fine sponsors bring us the Pineywood's Game of the Week.
I ain't changing nothing. Here we go. Timeout over. Dragons have the basketball at the timeout and doing a little more floor maintenance out there as the Dragons are taking some spills the last few times up the floor. Barnes will have the basketball here. Here to the left side. Gets knocked away. Down in the corner, out of bounds. Should be Dragon basketball, I do believe. And it's going to stay with the Dragons. On the inbound, Barnes is going to throw it in here long. He'll find Geechee. And he'll bring it back across the timeline into the backcourt. Here we go. We get a turnover by the Dragons. Definitely not what they wanted to see here in the second half of this third quarter. But the inbound comes in. Cartwright bringing it across the timeline here. Working against John. And the Wolves with a 5-point lead. Play good, solid offense every possession here. And see if they can increase that lead. Oh, there's a loss of the basketball. Geechee comes out with it. Steal right back here by the Wolves. Cartwright stealing right back. He'll come back up the floor with it. Stolen right back here by the Dragons. Mathis. We'll bring it up. It's Geechee for the Dragons here on the left side. Geechee pushing it up. Geechee to the rack. Tries to put it up off the glass. And it goes. Geechee, Mathis. And a much needed bucket there for the Dragons. Now down by 3, 2:41 to go, Wolves basketball. Up ahead here, gonna find Renfro. Renfro down in the corner, Clifton, nice job here working with Renfro. DeAdrian Renfro with another good bucket underneath. DeAdrian with a great play there. 2:19 to play here in the third quarter. Barnes back across the timeline. DJ getting double teamed here. Now he gets some help out here at the half-court line. Throws it up ahead. Doggett all the way back across. Nice ball movement by the Dragons. And they'll find John underneath. And a great job there as DJ did get big-time double teamed at the half-court line. Finding Doggett. And Doggett finding John underneath. That's a good job there by the Dragons. Free ball. Oh! Free ball in the corner by Dupree. That was a big, big bucket there for the Wolves. Back at the corner come the Dragons. Barnes kicking it back out here to Geechee. Geechee driving. Geechee driving. He's going to get the hoop in the arms. He's going to get the foul on the way in. Geechee Mathis with the bucket. Chance now to make it a three-point ball game with 1:20 to go in the third. Now that camera's on there. So Williams going to check into the game here for Clifton. Second foul on Adrian Renfro. And trying to make it a three-point ball game is Geechee Mathis at the line for the Dragons. Good. Wolves basketball. Dupree giving it back here to Renfro. Renfro will bring it across the timeline now for the Wolves. 1:10 to go. Got a foul away from the basketball. That's going to be against the Wolves. So 1:05 to go. The Dragons will get it back here, trading by 3. Geechee will bring it up the floor here. For the Dragons, going to take it quick to the left side of the rack and scores. Nice job, Geechee, take it right in. And gets the quick bucket. Make it a 1-point ball game. Send it back over to the left side. Driving. Is Renfro. Renfro kicking it out here to Williams. Williams back out to Dupree. Dupree. Oh, nice job. Tanner got a finger on it. And the ball still is now. Barnes comes out with it. Throws it up ahead here to John. Down the corner. Tanner Doggett for 3. Too strong. John with the rebound. In the lane. John puts up the go. And it won't go. 14.5 at John Mathis to the line. Coach Randall got a couple ready to check in here at the scores table. John, good. Tie ball game, trying to give the Dragons a lead. Into the ball game comes Clifton and Porter Jr. for Coach Randall. Out comes Cartwright and Michael Renfro. So 14.5 to go. One more shot here to try to give the Dragons a lead. Here for the end of the third. And it's good. Wolves with a 1-point deficit. Bringing it back up the floor now. Send it back over here to Dupree. Three ball on the way. Cannot get it to go. Nice job knocking it into the hands of Renfro. They're going to call it off. I got one saying yes and I got one saying no. They call it off. Wow. Okay, so it will be the Dragons with a 34-33 lead. It was awful close. They could have counted that one. They really could have counted that one. All right, we'll be back here in 1 minute. Fourth quarter on the way. NetSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. So you can come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Alrighty, folks, back here ready to go for the fourth quarter. Dragons have the basketball in a 1-point lead here as Geechee Mathis with the basketball out here on top. And the Dragons are going to do everything they can in every possession to get a bucket and take as much time off the clock as they can. Shot on the way, won't go. Rebound comes out by Renfro. Renfro going to push it back up the floor here for the Wolves. Looking to take the lead back here. It's been back and forth all night. The Wolves have had a 4 or 5 point lead, and the Dragons have had a 4-point lead. It's been the biggest lead for both teams. Nice bucket in the middle there by Cartwright. Wait a minute, what I got? 36. Get my score right here. Ball's loose here. Barnes picks up the loose ball. All right, 35, 34. Okay, ball's on again, and the Wolves come out of there with it. Throw it up ahead. Good job. Barnes got a hand on it, knocking it into Geechee's hands. And it would have been an easy bucket there for Barnes, I do believe, for the Wolves. So trailing by one now are the Dragons. As Geechee in the lane. Geechee with the floater, and nice play there by Geechee Mathis. Back up the floor now come the Wolves. 6.5 to play. Renfro. Oh, down on the floor goes the Wolves. Oh, got Cartwright, lost his footing. And Barnes has it, bringing it up the floor, sending it over to the far side. John in the lane. Hooping the harm as he'll get the blocking foul. And he'll get the bucket and go to the line. Back up by 3, trying to make it 4-4. The Dragons with 6:10 to go. And we're going to get Adrian Renfro back into the ball game here. Going to come in for Barnes. As John at the line here for a 3-point chance. Front of the rim, no good. Back on the floor now come the Wolves. St. Augustine, 6 minutes to go, trailing by 3. Down up underneath, kick it back out. Cartwright for long range 2, and he got the shooter's roll. Stepped just enough onto that line to make it a long range 2. We got the shooter's roll, and that'll make it a 1-point game once again. Get it down to 5:38 to go. Geechee across the timeline here for the Dragons. Trying to work against Cartwright. Geechee step back 3, can't get it to go. Rebound coming back out here for the Wolves. Wolves back up to 4, Dupree. Sorry, folks, I dropped my remote. I got all kinds of stuff going on. Cattywampus up here. Kicking it back out here is Cartwright. Right wing, Cartwright for 3. Off the mark, will not go. Out of bounds. Dragons will get it on the turnover. Williams getting ready to check back into the game with 5:12 to go for St. Augustine. As Dupree going to check out of the game here for Williams as he checks in. Geechee is across the timeline for the Dragons. Geechee to the right side lane. Spin move. Oh, that was a walk, but they got away with it. Lose the handle on the basketball. Williams throws it up ahead. Get it in the middle here to Renfro. Renfro with a nice move in the lane. Can't get it to go, but good job to follow by Clifton. And he'll get the bucket back up by 1. Go the Wolves. 4:45 to play. As John across the timeline. Get it up now to Mathis. Mathis down the corner here to Doggett. Doggett. Send it back into the middle. 4.5 to play. Geechee Mathis. Gonna hold on to it out here. Now he'll face Cartwright. Geechee in the middle of the lane. Geechee takes it in, and he's going to be fouled. And the shot won't go, but he'll go to the line to shoot a couple. try to get his team back into the lead. Coming right down the wire of this ball game. Figured we would. Oh, misses there at the line. Don't see that happening very often. Him and John both missed a time or two here tonight. Second one on the way. Yeah, one won't go either. John trying to get the rebound. Ball's loose. Into the hands here of the Wolves. The Wolves going to push the action up here. Send it back here to the right side. Williams for three. Cannot get it to go. Barnes on the rebound. Back across timeline. DJ slipping around out there. Barnes right to the rack, and it won't go. But he'll go to the line shooting a couple. That one's going to be on Renfro. I think that's his third. So Barnes to the line here to try to tie it and give his team the lead. 4 minutes to go. Barnes up and good. Second one on the way here for DJ Barnes. Trying to give his team the lead, and does. And looks like Coach Wager is going to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with him. Right here with right at 4 minutes to go. The Dragons with a 1-point lead. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen. If elegance is on your
Wondering what the
shopping
best
list,
thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to
land?
go is lasting
Crossover
impressions.
from dreams
To
to
find them
plan
between Tunnel
with
Highway
Sandy Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath
maximize
and
the
Body
land
for
of
him
East
and her.
Texas.
Jewelry.
Take a
and
trail,
the very
turn it into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for
and
showers.
dirt work of all
Perfect for
types.
yourself.
Bush hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
The Dragons and Lady Dragons.
That's the way it is. All right, here we go. 40-39 after the timeout. Down to the wire here, folks. What a great game the girls' game was, and this guy's game has been just as good here so far. Still 4 minutes to play here into this basketball game, and it's anybody's contest so far. So here we go as the Wolves bring it up the floor here quick. I get it back out here. Cartwright driving to the lane, throws the throw it in. John steps in there, steals the pass away. John pushes up over to the floor to the far side. Oh, and there's a nice steal. Nice steal there by Renfro, and he takes it in and scores. Straight picked his pocket right there. And 3.5 to play. Back to a 1-point lead here for the Wolves. Geechee. Here to the left side. Geechee. Trying to drive. Geechee takes it down in and scores himself. Nice job, Geechee Mathis. With a great drive with 3:17 to go, gives his team a 1-point lead. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
All righty, folks, back here after the timeout. 42-41 ball game here in the fourth quarter. Shelbyville Dragons looking for a win for the district title. And the St. Augustine Wolves looking to put a notch in the Dragons' season. Bounce pass up ahead. That one gets away. Murray going to be right there to intercept it. 3 minutes to go. Barnes will bring it back across the timeline now for Shelbyville. Under 3 to go now. DJ across the timeline. Barnes working here against Clifton. Barnes to the right side. Back out here, Geechee. Geechee trying to work against Clifton. That ball gets knocked away. Good job there. As we're going to get a foul. So that's going to be on the Dragons. Onto the foul. That was a great job there, poking the ball away. Once again, the Wolves have done that a few times here tonight. And that one is going to be on Geechee. That's his third. First foul here of the fourth quarter by the Dragons. The Wolves will have it here at the top of the Dragon bench as Barnes out there wiping up a little bit more of that wetness that's been out there on the floor that has got the Dragons a couple of times here tonight. Trying to make sure nobody has an accident out there. All righty, so 2:42 to go. Ready for the inbound. And a 1-point game. Dragons with a 1-point lead. Wolves basketball. Inbound to Renfro. Renfro gets it into Cartwright. Cartwright across the timeline now for the Wolves. Cartwright, right side. Gonna get a carry on the basketball. And Coach Randall definitely not liking that one. So here we go. It's a turnover with 2.5 to go. The Dragons to get it back up by 1. And DJ Barnes will bring it up across the timeline here for Shelbyville. Met there by Clifton. DJ in the lane, throwing it back out. Gonna find John for 3. Too strong on that one. Hitting the top of the rack there, out of bounds, and it's a turnover back to the Wolves. Inbound to Cartwright. Cartwright bringing it across the timeline, getting close to 2 minutes to go. Sitting over here now in the corner. Back out, Cartwright. Cartwright driving. Oh, it goes off his foot. Tries to regain his, and he throws it out here to dog it. Double teamed. He loses the handle on it. Up underneath here. Back out. Jump shot by Cartwright, knocking it down. Cartwright, who started the whole thing, ends up with it and gets the bucket. Back up by 1. In the lane goes John. He'll take it back up by 1 for the Dragons with 1:32 to go. Wolves basketball, 1.5 to go. Cartwright bringing it back up across the timeline. Get it down here in the corner. Underneath, all the way back out. Sending it outside Dupree. Dupree trying to work in the lane, puts up the floater, gets the shooter's roll. Nice job there by Dupree. And it's 45-44 with 1:16 to play. We're gonna get a timeout. We got an injured player down on the bottom end. So 1:16 to go. Got an injury timeout down here on the floor here with 1:16. So let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond Bee Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond Bee Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in the center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond Bee Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. 1:16 to go. Looks like DJ's going to be okay. Looks like the jewels may need a readjusting, but other than that, going to be okay. So here we go. Dragons have the basketball. DJ's still in the ball game, so he's going to be okay. He'll be fouled coming up the floor here. Only the 14th foul here by the Wolves. The Dragons only won in this fourth quarter. With 1:12 to go, the Wolves have a 1-point lead. John looking to get it in. Finally gets it in here to DJ. DJ way in the back here. Now trying to get it across. Finally does get it across against Renfro. Minute to go. Doggett. Back out here to Murray. Murray finding Barnes. Barnes underneath. Nice play there. John Geechee can't get it to go, but that was a great play there by Clifton, and the Wolves take it away. 50 seconds to go with the 1-point lead. And there's a steal by Tanner Doggett. Doggett going to be fouled. Great steal by Tanner Doggett. What a play. And he's fouled. That is the 15th foul. That'll put Tanner at the line with 41.8 to go. Chance to tie and the lead here with 2 shots on the way for Tanner Doggett. Tie ball game. Dupree back into the ball game, comes in here for, that's Porter Jr., number 2. Tie ball game. And Doggett can't finish. Coming out there with it are the Wolves. Looking for a bucket, bringing it up the floor here, Clifton. Dupree, all the way back out, Cartwright. Underneath, ball gets tipped away into the hands of John. 27 seconds to go across the timeline for the Dragons. 1 shot, tie ball game, 20 seconds. I'm gonna put it right there, folks, and just leave it. 13 seconds to go. Geechee in the lane, puts up the shot, won't go. 8 seconds to go. Throw it up ahead, Dupree. Going to get a timeout with 1.8 to go. Everybody yelling timeout from the crowd, and nobody on the floor yelling a timeout. So 1.83 to go, tied at 45 here on your Tuesday night Piney Woods game of the week. Woo, boy. I knew this was going to be a good game. We'll be right back, folks. NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All righty, folks, you couldn't ask for better basketball action. A shot on the way. Oh, and it won't go, and it almost went at the buzzer. Let's play some overtime. It's only 10:40 on a Tuesday night. Woo! I thought that one was going to go. We got some overtime on the way here, folks. So we got a little bit of time here, so we're going to get some overtime. All right. Well, I tell you what, excitement here in Shelbyville tonight. OT on the way. So, tell you what, let's leave it right here. All right. So I know Friday night, I was kind of waiting to see Friday night's action, where we wanted to be here on the Piney Woods game of the week. And since we don't have a play-in game for the girls, we may be one of the locations for one of these two teams. You never know. We'll figure something out on Friday. Maybe I'll go hang out with my guys and go watch some Rough Rider basketball. There we go. That may be a thing. All righty. Tied at 45. Overtime. Okay. 10-7, San Augustine at the end of the first, okay? 21-19, Shelbyville at the end of halftime. 34-33, San Augustine at the end of the third. Tied at 45 at the end of fourth quarter. Here we go. Extra basketball tonight. It is on the way. As it is San Augustine basketball. Over here to Clifton. Clifton will have it back. Up underneath. Triple team. Ball's loose. Geechee comes out there with it. Knocked away from behind there by Renfro. Out of bounds, should stay with the Dragons. Dragon basketball underneath. DJ Barnes ready to bring it in. Oh, Doggett was wide open in the corner. He didn't see him. Murray on the inbound. Doggett was wide open in the corner. He had a chance there, but didn't see him. John in the lane. Gets it to roll home. Dragons back on defense as the Wolves bring it across the timeline here. Cartwright sends it over to Renfro. Michael Renfro's had one heck of a basketball game here for the Wolves tonight, folks. Back out to Clifton. Clifton driving in the lane. Clifton with the floater. Good. We could be here 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, back and forth between these two teams. Geechee across the timeline. Geechee. Gonna get a foul there, Michael Renfro. That's number 4 on Renfro. So the first one with 4 on either team, that's Michael Renfro. As those carry over, do the fouls into the fourth quarter. And so that means the Dragons will be at the line for every foul because the Wolves had 5 fouls before the end of the fourth quarter. Dragons only have 1 foul here. They have plenty to give. Breaking the tie is Geechee Mathis at the line for Shelbyville. Second one, good. 2-point lead here for the Dragons. Wolves basketball. That cross timeline, here comes San Augustine. Trying to get it up underneath here to Renfro. Now all the way back, 3 ball on the way, too strong. Good long rebound as it goes off of the Dragons, and the Wolves will remain possession. There's a steal by Geechee, stepping in front of that pass. Puts it up ahead here. Geechee, drop it off out of corner. Tanner Doggett for 3. Can't get it to go, but Dallas Murray with a good rebound. John for 3. Will not go. Rebound. Comes out long from Dupree. Oh, I don't know. DJ Barnes and Adrian Renfro had a big collision right there about the half-court line. And they call that on Renfro. You know, that's some contact. Both guys going after the ball. Ends up in the hands of DJs. That's probably why he got the foul call. 2:18 to go, 2-point lead. Geechee bringing it across. Geechee right in the lane. Geechee putting up the shot floater, and it's good. Geechee Mathis, 4-point lead here for the Dragons, their largest in a while. Wolves basketball. 2 minutes to play in overtime. Another great basketball game here. That girls' game was fantastic. Oh, what a drive. Nice job there in the lane for Michael Renfro. Like I said, he has had a great game, and he just keeps adding to it. Barnes across the line here for the Dragons, up by 2. Barnes, nice dish to Murray. Murray back out to Doggett. Doggett Now John here to Geechee. And the Dragons with 1:26 to go. And a 2-point lead, holding on to it here. Geechee in the lane. Oh, nice no look. And takes it in and scores. Oh, ho, ho. No look. I'm not going to dish, and I'm just going to take it and drive. And takes it in for the bucket. Nice drive, Geechee Mathis. 1:07 to go, up underneath. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful to Renfro. Not much more you could do with it than that. 1:01 to play. And we got a timeout on the floor here in overtime. Coach timeout, 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Lasting impressions, because you deserve the best. Dr. Deborah Worsham, the local and professional touch. Rancho Grande and Timpson, Shelby County's destination for special events. And First National Bank, a tradition you can trust. These fine sponsors bring us the Pineywood's Game of the Week.
Alrighty, folks, in overtime. Thanks for joining us wherever you are. It has been an awesome night for basketball, both girls and guys, as St. Augustine Lady Wolves complete their task there tonight. And the guys are trying to do the same here, keeping the Dragons from winning that title for the district. And right now it's a 2-point lead here for the Dragons. 1:01 to play, and the Dragons have the basketball. Tanner Doggett. Oh, that was a big collision right there. Geechee trying to get it across. Geechee gets it across the timeline. That's going to be a foul on Cartwright. And that'll put Geechee at the line. 53.3 to go. So Geechee going to go to the line here. Got to knock these down here. St. Augustine is right there. They're looking to go right back to it. Plenty of time here. That one's off the mark. Geechee. Oh, can't get it to go, but Tanner Doggett chucks down the rebound. That was a big rebound there by Tanner. Geechee with the basketball in the lane, strong, can't get it to go, fouled, back to the line goes Geechee Mathis. Great play there by the Dragons. Started off there by Tanner Doggett, coming down with that rebound. Can't miss two more though. Up and good. Second one, knocking them both down that time. 4-point lead here for the Dragons. 46.38 left to play in this ball game. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
Alrighty, back here, folks, ready to go here after the timeout. As the Dragons looking to hang on. But it will be Wolves basketball, only trailing by 4, plenty of time here. 46 seconds to go. And the Wolves have the basketball here. Get it up ahead. Right down in the middle lane. That's going to be a foul on the Dragons, but they have plenty to give. Dragons only one foul here into this quarter. Second one on the Dragons. That's the fourth on Geechee Mathis. Out of bounds play coming Dupree, ready to bring it in here for the Wolves underneath. Gets it in here. Shot will not go. Geechee going to get that rebound. Somebody behind him is going to foul him from behind. And that'll put Geechee back in the line on the other end with 38.29 to go. And a chance here to try to seal the deal a little bit. Start to hammer the nails in for the Dragons. So coming up next week, still got 3 or 4 games left for the guys as the gals wrapped up their regular season here tonight. As Barnes knocking that one down. 5-point ball game. If he can make it 6 right here, make it awful hard on the Wolves, and he does. 6-point game. Wolves basketball. Cartwright bringing it up the floor here. Cartwright. Here on the right side. Cartwright dishing it back out. Knocked out by Doggett as they try to dish it up to Dupree. Down to 32 seconds to go. Wolves on the inbound. Get it on bound here to Renfro. Renfro into Clifton. Clifton can't get the shot to go, but he'll shoot a couple as he goes to the line here. Still down by 6. Just under 28 seconds left to go. So now going to get some more wiping around down up there for some more wetness on the floor. There's been a little bit of that here tonight. Seen a couple of the guys slipping and falling out there. I'm glad everybody's come up okay. So 27.89 going to the line here is Clifton. Trying to cut into this lead here to get it down to 4. Oh, that one rolls in and out. That one rolls, but a good rebound here by the Wolves. Going to take it right back. A 3-point play. Good. San Augustine. As Michael Renfro with another great play here. He's had a great game. I think I'm going to have to make Michael Renfro my San Augustine Dairy Queen player of the game here. As he drops in a couple and a chance at a 3-point play to make it only a 3-point ball game with 26 seconds to go. Knocking it down. 3-point ball game. Wolves got to play some tight defense now. Push up the floor here. Barnes going to get it across the timeline. DJ going to be fouled by Clifton. Got to put DJ at the line, as that's the 4th one on Clifton. Barnes. First one good. Second one good as well. Back up the floor here. 3-ball on the way. Didn't really need to take that long shot, but it did. And it's rebounded here by the Wolves. Another one on the way. It won't go. And it's going to run down to the end of it right here. And with 4.23 to go, the Shelbyville Dragons are going to look to be district champs here as they inbound it, and they'll win it tonight, 59-54. And a great game in overtime here this evening. All right, folks, it's been a long, long night.